Now, what we're going to try to do is heat this up with the acetylene torch and see if we can get that going. It is frozen solid. All right, so I got a hammer and I got a piece of pipe. Where'd my pipe go? Hold on. Here it is. Got this piece of pipe that we can put on there for leverage. So let's see what we can do. All right, let's see what we got here. That sucker's hot. Man, it's stuck, man. Totally stuck. This is the worst job ever. Some oil. See if we can catch it on fire. have to try to drive it out because it's not loosening up. That's a tough nut. Try to drive it down. Oh, that ain't happening. Oh, God. I think it's so stuck still. Give it some more heat. There we go. Oh, man. It's a lot of work. Well, that's one of the hardest jobs in all of graveleying, I think, is getting those damn kingpins out. Oh, just got to keep heating it, keep beating on it, and hope for the best. Ooh, what a pain in the butt, huh? So you can see how rusted that is in there. So we're just going to have to clean it up with some wire wheel. And then we should be able to put it back together tomorrow after it all cools down, and it should be good. Yeah, we charred it up a little bit with the torch, but it will be good. Well, guys, we got the other one out. What a pain in the butt. Takes probably 20 to 25 minutes to get each pit out. So I've been screwing around this thing for an hour, but I got them both out. And what I've realized is that I've done this on probably 5 or 6 tractors now, and they're all a little bit different. Like this one, the whole length of the axle there, the whole depth of it, if you will, is all the same diameter. Some of the earlier ones, like on the 430s, might only have a bushing on the top and the bottom, and the center portion is hollow, but this one is solid all the way through. So basically, you know, like I said, after these cool down, then I can take them and sand them down and get all the rust off of it. And I've even run a piece of sandpaper down the holes on the axle here too in the past. But yeah, that sucker is hot. Hot, and it's cold out. It's about 38 degrees out right now, and that stuff is smoking. So yeah, it'll be nice to have some steering in this thing. Steering wheel is turning good, so yeah, that's about a wrap for tonight. And maybe we can get it back together tomorrow. We got to get some tires on the front that hold air also, and we'll be good to go. Well, after inspecting these kingpins, you see how rusty they are. Oh, must have been metal on metal right there. It looks like it's a big tear. So I'm basically just going to take these to my wire wheel and my bench grinder and clean them up a little bit. Throw some oil on them and we'll put them back together, and it should be good. All right, see what happens. Now I cleaned it up pretty nice here on the grinder with the wire wheel, and I just squirted it full of some oil. And you know, it goes right in nice now, so we should be in good shape, guys. Should be in real good shape. I'm going to take that oil off and just hit it with a rag in case there's any rust in there, and then we'll put some fresh oil in there and put it back together. There's certainly rust that's coming off the inside of this housing here, and I don't have a tool that can get in there with a wire wheel very easily. You could probably use a piece of sandpaper or something, but anyways, I'm very happy with how it is. I'm just going to wipe this off and freshen up, and we'll put it back together. Alright, we got the shredded old tires off. I'm going to try to put on these used Carlisle treads here with a tube and see what happens. Alright, we got one tire on, and ended up, when I was hammering the crap out of these things with that pipe on there, ended up buggering up those threads of hair on the bottom, so hopefully I can get them cleaned up enough to get those nuts on, otherwise I'm in deep trouble. So I had a die somewhere that was that size, but I can't find it. I don't know what the heck happened to it, but it's the right size that I was looking for. And other than that, once we get these tires on here, we got a broken tie rod over here to deal with. See how it just snapped right off there? And this end is just frozen solid. So I was trying not to spend any money on this tractor, but that might not be possible. This thing is really shot, so I might just borrow a tie rod, say off one of these other tractors over here temporarily. See what happens. Alright guys, we got both tires on there and tubed. And again, these are used tires, but they're in good shape. They're not all dry rotted and cracked through like the original ones were. So it's Sunday night, about 9 o'clock or something, 8:30, 9 o'clock. And pretty much all I did on this weekend was the kingpins and change all 4 tires. So the next thing we got to tackle is the electrical system and see if we can get it cranking. And I don't think that will be a big deal. If I put that new key switch in there and maybe clean the points, hopefully we can get it started. But for now, that's a wrap until probably next weekend. So hope you enjoyed.